South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace joining us. She sits on the House Armed Services Committee, House Veterans Affairs Committee, and House Oversight and Government Reform Committees. Great to see you, Congresswoman. Thank you so much. I just wanted to get to day 7 of Operation Epic Fury. The president just put a Truth Social post out roughly about 14 minutes ago. He did say that there will be no deal with Iran. He goes on to say there will be a selection of great acceptable leader or leaders, and then that he says we will work tirelessly to bring Iran back from the brink of destruction, making it economically bigger, better, and stronger. Are you concerned this may now be another Iraq, another Afghanistan?
Well, no, not yet. I think it's too early to tell. And based on the briefings I'm having, I don't see this turning into Iraq. And I think, you have to look at the geopolitical landscape here. Iran is very different from Iraq. There are 90 million Iranians within the country. There's the diaspora. These are people that are freedom-loving. They want a non-nuclear democratic Iran. And I believe under the right soil conditions, if Israel and the U.S. are able to disable the IRGC leadership in the way that Trump has been doing for the last 7 days, I believe there will be an opening for the people to free themselves in Iran. But it's going to take a great effort. And I want to say that I appreciate the Gulf states also stepping up here to support this effort overseas. It's unprecedented. But Iran made a grave mistake by going after the Gulf states and bombing them as well. So I think this is faster than many of us realize.
Representative, and apparently President Trump also planning to clear out the leadership there in Iran. We mentioned it earlier. He also told Politico that he wants a hand in helping pick out who the next leader is. And you have a lot of, you would think this would be a bipartisan issue, right? To keep America safe, to protect our national security. The fact we have seen what Hezbollah has done, what Iran has done against America. Yet 53 Democrats voted against describing Iran as a state sponsor of terrorism. Why do you think that is?
Well, they also support the #1 state sponsor of terrorism having a nuclear arm, a nuclear warhead, nuclear bombs. I mean, these are the same free Palestinian crowd that don't want to free Iranians. It's crazy to me. And, you look at all the women, the political prisoners, the brutal executions of women who don't wear their hijab in Iran. These people that scream women's rights on the left, yet are, terrified that Iranian women are about to see freedom for the first time in 47 years. I can't make sense of it other than they hate President Trump and all the good work that he's doing. And there's no other explanation for it. It's a bunch of hypocrites and liars.
All right, we'll continue to follow, obviously, Operation Epic Fury, day 7 of that. A lot of moving pieces here. The president has a meeting with the Secretary of War later this afternoon. We'll follow that. I want to switch gears with you, Congresswoman, talk about Pam Bondi, the Attorney General. The House Oversight Committee, which you sit on, has issued a subpoena to subpoena the Attorney General, Pam Bondi. And you see on your screen the Republicans that issued this subpoena, that supported it or sided with it. 5 Republican lawmakers, Tim Burchett, Lauren Boebert, Michael Cloud, Scott Perry, and you yourself. You've been very vocal about seeking justice for Epstein victims. I wanted to show this ex post from you saying this. The Epstein case is one of the greatest cover-ups in American history. His global sex trafficking network is larger than what is being revealed. 3 million documents have been released, and we still don't have the full truth. Videos are missing. Audio is missing. Logs are missing. There are millions of more documents out there. I just wanted to give you a chance to kind of air out your grievances, if you will. Maybe with the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, are you upset with how she's handled this thus far? I just wanted to preface that, too, with this is the only administration that has released any documents related so far. What is the issue with Pam Bondi?
Oh, this was actually my subpoena, and I led the subpoena motion out of the Oversight Committee. I believe that Pam Bondi has been less than truthful with the American people and with Congress on the Epstein files. I want to know where the files are that were on her desk, because they are not in the hands of Congress. And this is, I agree with you. President Trump is the only president that signed this into law and got it out there. But there are questions that still need to be answered. I want to know why this is continuing to be covered up. I believe that Epstein was an asset. I believe that there are videos and other files that are being hidden from Congress and hidden from the American public. And I believe that she's not told the full truth. And we deserve the truth to get to the bottom of this. And I'm looking forward very much to having her deposed for as many hours as it takes, because I have many questions for her that I'll be asking her under oath.
I want your thoughts on the big news that happened yesterday. President Trump shaking up his administration, firing Kristi Noem as the head of Homeland Security. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I trust President Trump and his judgment here. One of my questions is, Corey Lewandowski, is he going with her? Where is he going in all of this? The second thing is, I want to thank, I'm very grateful to Republican Senator Kennedy. I had no idea how much money, hundreds of millions of dollars, that Kristi Noem had wasted on her personal PR for all those TV ads that are running across the country that have nothing to do with deporting illegal aliens. And so I'm looking forward to the new leadership. I'm looking forward to President Trump being even more effective with better leaders within DHS. I think this was the right call.
Will you investigate her? Do you plan on investigating? We're talking about over $200 million, the whole blanket thing. Do you think there should be an investigation launched into Kristi Noem?
I do. And now that I have more of this information, I think that we need to go back to a potential subpoena for her through the Oversight Committee.
Wow.
There was one failed on, I guess, a day or two ago, but I didn't have all the information. And I would have, now that I know what I know now, I would have voted to subpoena her to get at that. I don't think she walks away from this, and she shouldn't, because as Republicans, we need to hold our own accountable, because President Trump is trying to reinstill trust in our institutions, in Congress, in the White House. He's doing a very good job of that by cleaning up some of the mess that folks have created, and I praise him for it.
All right. We appreciate the time. That's Congresswoman Nancy Mace of South Carolina. Good to see you. Thank you. I'm Sean Kreisman. For stories and content just like this, check out National Report weekdays 9 to noon, only on Newsmax.